What's up, traders? It's Trello. A very good morning. I hope everyone slept well. Let's go ahead and break down my daily outlook for today. The dollar did exactly what I expected them to do by squeezing through demand. Like I said yesterday, we had a sell down and then a buy up breaking over demand. And I could see that the dollar was stacking onto demand, so I could see that they weren't quite ready for that bullish push yet. So then the dollar pushed underneath demand, and it seems as though they're being trapped underneath demand right now. So my bias for the dollar pairs, USD pairs are going to be buys now that I see that the dollar is trapped underneath demand. Now, if the dollar can make a push over demand, then we'll go ahead and make a new demand here to the bottom shot somewhere like this. So, but right now we are waiting on the dollar to make a move to either the upside or downside. But right now I am bearish on the dollar. So let's go ahead and make this demand red, mitigate it. All right, so for USD JPY, they caught a quick one on us yesterday. Man, I wish I would have caught. So for USD JPY, I was waiting on this supply zone tap. This is a 15-minute supply zone, but looks way better in the 3-minute. We have a nice buy up and then sell down, breaking the lows to the left side. Also breaking demand here to the left side as well. If I can show you guys here, USD JPY broke demand with a nice buy up and then sell down. So USD JPY is bearish. We knew that. I was expecting a push up, sweeping this trend line liquidity out. And as you can see, they did sweep trend line liquidity. I was going to throw a short position down just like here. So, but they did not push up all the way. And sometimes they front run positions. It happens in trading, guys. So yes, USD JPY did bleed off and find demand from yesterday that we were targeting. So USD JPY is tapping onto demand right now as we speak. Now, I will not buy this demand because I'm not sure if the JPY basket, after breaking through supply, which we'll talk about in a little bit, is ready to go ahead and further more buys before giving retracement. So I am very iffy on this USD JPY zone, which this zone could very well hold up. So GBP USD, as you guys know, I had two short positions laid down here yesterday that I did not take. Gladly, I did not. As you guys can see, GBP USD. Sorry about that, but as you can see, GBP USD did tap into supply. They pushed out of supply. Like I said, I did have short positions laid down for GBP USD, but I knew that the dollar would get weaker through demand. Well, I didn't know, but I had a feeling that the dollar would get weaker through demand just on my bias in the previous months. So glad I didn't take GBP USD. As you guys can see, the dollar did weaken. Euro USD as well pushed up into supply, respected supply, trapped sellers into it, basically trick sellers into buying underneath supply and then ripping Euro USD up again and then taking those stop loss orders out. So for Euro USD, I am bullish on Euro USD. I'm just waiting on structure to be made. I am going to start clearing out supply zones for USD pairs. So for USD CAD, guys, I am expecting USD CAD buys. Now, just because the dollar is getting weak, it does not mean that the dollar cannot be stronger than CAD as it's getting weak. It just depends on who's weaker at the time. So I am expecting USD CAD buys. As you guys can see, we have a nice sell down buy up, breaking the highs to the left side. First confluence is market structure. We are bullish. Second confluence, supply and demand. Take the highest point of the sell down to the lowest point of the sell down. This is a demand. Third confluence, which is my favorite and most important, is liquidity. And as you guys can see, we have two double lows here on USD CAD. So yeah, expecting USD CAD buys. If we look at NZD USD, as you guys can see, they did break through 3-minute supply right here in this blue line, which is perfectly fine for me. I am still targeting this buy up and then clean sell down, breaking the lows here to the left side. Now, the only thing that I would watch for here is NZD USD does have descending trend line liquidity. Descending highs liquidity inside of supply. That's the only thing that you have to watch for. Usually you want your zone to buy up and sweep the highs like you see here to the left side and then give us a nice push down without any rejections. So NZD USD is on the table. Just be cautious. All right, for gold, right here in the 15-minute, as you guys can see, we are about to run up on take profit. Yes, we are about a pip or two away from take profit. So very, very simple on gold, guys. It's very important to be patient. Trendline liquidity does get taken out. Trendline liquidity is algo smart money's favorite. So as you guys can see, we have a nice sell down and buy up, breaking the highs to the left side. Let's drop down to the 3-minute because this was a 3-minute trade. So yes, let's go ahead and break this down. We have a sell down and buy up, breaking the highs to the left side. First confluence is market structure. We are bullish. Second confluence, supply and demand. Take the highest point of the sell down to the lowest point of the sell down. This is called demand. Remember, guys, demand at the bottom, supply at the top. Third confluence is liquidity. And as you guys can see, we have nice trend line liquidity. Gold rips up last night and then just dumps down onto trend line liquidity, gets everybody to sell, but little do they know that there is perfect demand here in the 3 minute for traders like myself, so that are waiting. So yeah, waiting on a take profit hit on gold. Let's check out GBP this monster trade that we caught. I opened this position up on Sunday. On Friday, I was actually talking about taking this position on GBP a nice $1,200 take profit hit for roughly, let's see how many pips this move was. I think 160 pips, 130 pips, so shy 30 pips. But yeah, guys, as you guys can see, nothing too crazy. A nice buy up and sell down, breaking the lows to the left side. First confluence is market structure. We are bearish. Second confluence is supply and demand. Take the highest point of the supply zone to the lowest point of the supply zone. This is called a supply zone. Third confluence, which is my favorite, is liquidity. As you guys can see, GBPJPY had some nice liquidity to sweep before dumping off and giving us a beautiful take profit hit. Now for USD JPY and the JPY, I used the JPY basket as an extra confluence. So me and Troy yesterday, one of my mods, were waiting on the supply zone to take a supply zone rip to take place all day yesterday, guys. Trading, you have to be very, very patient. We waited on the supply zone to get broken through all day yesterday. As you can see, they started around 3:30 a.m. and didn't break through until last night around 11:45. So about a full day that we waited for them to break through supply. So basically what happened was there was a nice buy into supply, rejection, another buy in, and then just rejections, sellers getting squeezed out, and then the sellers being stopped out with a huge push to the top side. Now JPY is doing beautifully. I do expect GBP JPY to sell more. Now that was just my TP for 444 or R, so not too much. Now I am expecting GBP JPY to come down to the 197 demand range if we can get a close under 198. But yeah, that'll be my daily outlooks for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and as always,